This weekend, you could start an AI business that actually makes money. Not in a year, not after some $2,000 course, but by Sunday night. I'm going to give you 7 of them and the free tools behind each one as well. And the first client that you can go after. And also all of these tools and how they'd work for your business as well. And no, none of this needs code. None of this is make you a millionaire by Tuesday nonsense, because I don't believe in that. Because the people who are cashing in on AI right now aren't the best coders. They're the best problem solvers. And by the end of this, you will know exactly how to be one of them, to sell these tools or also use it for your own company as well. And just a quick heads up before we start. Idea number 4 is the one that I would start with first if I had 0 clients and 0 budget. So I'll flag it when we get there. And if you stay to the end of this, I'm going to hand you the exact 90-day plan that will take you from nothing to your first paying client. So here is the reframe that makes all 7 of these work. AI is not replacing jobs. It is replacing repetitive work, and there's a massive difference. If your job is copying the same process every single day, AI will eat it. But if you can walk into a business and remove doing the boring work that's slowing it down, you just became the most valuable person in that room. Before the ideas, change one question in your head and everything will start to shift with this. Most people look at AI and ask, what can this tool do? The people making money ask, what business problem can this solve? Because most businesses aren't stuck for ideas. They are drowning in the same repetitive work every single day and every single week. Chasing follow-ups that never get sent, rewriting these same proposals for the 100th time, losing an inquiry because it got sat in someone's inbox. None of this is exciting, but all of this will eat the day. Now, picture being the person who can walk in and say, I can take 10 hours of that off your plate straight away. Now, that is valuable. Not because you are an AI expert, because you've solved a business problem for someone. That right there, spotting the problem and quietly removing it, is literally the whole game of this. It's exactly what I pull apart on this channel every single week. So tap subscribe and the next one will land straight on your actual feed without having to chase it. Right, idea number 1. Idea 1 isn't glamorous, which is exactly why it prints money. Become an AI workflow consultant. Forget enterprise or high-level stuff. I mean the plumber, the dental practice, the local agency drowning in admin. You don't build software, you don't write code, you find the one task that is eating away at their week and then rebuild it with free tools and easy tools like Claude and Zapier so it runs on its own. So here's a framework that you can keep and use to find these problems in 3 steps so easy. Walk into any business or contact any business and ask 3 questions. Number 1, what task do you do the most and also hate the most at the same time? Number 2, does it follow the same steps every single time? Number 3, what does an hour of your time actually cost? If the answer to 2 is yes, that task is a candidate, and that question 3 is also potentially what could be your invoice. So screenshot that and keep it simple. It's the entire sales conversation on 3 lines and also the product development on 3 lines as well. So for something like this, what could you charge? You could be charging around £1,000 for the actual audit and then maybe £300 to £500 a month to keep it running and stay on top of the actual workflow. Because businesses don't buy AI, they buy less stress. Give them that and you've got a business on your hands. Idea number 2 might be my favorite because you can literally build this in about 30 seconds and I love them, right? You can easily build a private AI assistant for an expert in their field. So a consultant, a solicitor, a financial advisor, someone who has all of their value locked inside of their head. So if you watch this, I'm going to show you how to build one right now in easy, simple format, low level, no coding, no creating a fancy bot, right? All you need to do is open Claude and then start a project. Drag in their last 20 proposals and their FAQs and any bit of IP that they've possibly got on themselves or you've got on them. And then all you do from that point is paste in this instruction. Answer every single question in their voice, using only the documents within this project. If the answer isn't in the documents, say so and then ask one qualifying question. Pause and screenshot that because it's the exact prompt that I would use and have used as well. And that is it. Now they've got an assistant that drafts proposals in their tone, answers client questions, and then trains new staff, all from the work that they already did and already have. You are not replacing the expert, you are multiplying them. So for something like this, what could you charge? It could be around £1,500 to build it and then £300 to keep it. And then basically as their workflow grows, you can help stay on top of it on a retainer. Idea number 3 solves the problem every single business has: finding new customers. Not ads, not websites, just getting conversations with the right people. Right now, someone on the team is spending hours researching, finding emails, writing near identical messages, and forgetting to follow up from that point. AI is brilliant at all the boring stuff that we don't enjoy. Real relationships will still close the deal without question, so this supports the sales team, but it never replaces them. So this is the thing that will help sell it. All you need to do is feed Claude one prospect and one trigger: funding round, a new hire, a prospecting list, or a post, or whatever it is. And then all you need to do is write a 3-line email to a prospect referencing that actual trigger, right? No pitch, one question that gets an actual reply, and then screenshot that. That prompt will turn a cold spam into something that is basically getting someone to actually answer something. You research the prospects, personalize the outreach, keep the CRM tidy, so then the team literally just walks into warm leads and warm prospects all the time. So what do you charge for something like this? This could be around, again, £1,500 to set it up and then £750 to let it run. Every founder asks the same thing: can we get more conversations without hiring? Say yes, and you've got their attention. This is idea number 4, and the one that I told you that I'd start if I had 0 clients and 0 budget, and here's why. You don't need more tools, you don't need more clients, and you also don't need upfront cash. You just need one business making content and then wasting it, because most of them will create one brilliant thing at least. It could be a podcast, a webinar, a long form video, and then what they do is they let it die after a single use. Every single one of them contains a fortnightly amount of posts hiding inside it. Ridiculous what you can do with it. One podcast can become 5 LinkedIn posts, a newsletter, 3 short form videos, a blog post article, all pulled straight from the actual transcripts of that long form asset. You then run it through Claude, keep the owner's actual voice, and then hand it back to them with a full month's worth of content across every single channel that they've got, already set up, recorded and formatted and set to go. And that's a very, very easy conversation. You're not asking them to make more. You are squeezing more from what actually exists at the moment. So for something like this, what could you charge? Potentially £800 a month as a retainer, and you can basically have several of these clients and easily run it from your laptop anywhere in the world. And all you need is that one piece of IP, breaking it down and then set it up into distribution. One local business I set this up for went from posting once a fortnight to daily, multiple times a day, and also tripling their inbound inquiries every single month with it. That's your 0 budget start, and it's so easy. Land one, use the result to land the next one, and then build on it from that point. Idea 5 sounds dull, and it's one of the biggest. Help a business organize what it already knows. Every company has knowledge, processes, scripts, policies, and meeting notes, right? Nobody can ever find any of it. Every week someone asks, where is that document? Who knows how this works? What did we decide in the meeting? The information exists. It's just scattered everywhere. Can you load it into a Claude project? And now the whole team, right, is going to basically have access to all of these answers in seconds rather than having to interrupt each other every single day. Onboarding gets faster. Support gets consistent. Managers stop answering the same questions 20 times. You're not selling an AI, you're selling clarity, and that is worth so much more. And that could be upwards of $2,000 to basically build the actual system, and it could be £400 a month to stay on top of it and make sure that it's fully updated in terms of what they need. And this is just a quick reminder, right? Because stick around, because after the 7, I'm going to give you the exact 90-day plan to land your first client with any of these. Idea number 6 is getting bigger every single month. You can build AI-powered landing pages direct from AI into HTML and then hosting on multiple different platforms. And no, AI isn't replacing good web designers, because the hard part was never about the code. It's understanding the actual business. Who is the customer? What is the actual offer? What is stopping them from buying? What do they see first? Watch this. I open Framer, I describe the business, and it generates a full landing page in front of me. You can do it on Claude Code, you can do it on the Claude app, you can do it on different platforms all over the place. Then I do my bit that AI can't. I fix the message, I sharpen the call to action, and then I make it actually convert. Now think about your own town. Restaurants, gyms, dentists, estate agents, all sitting on slow, confusing sites that haven't been touched in years. You show up with a modern page built in literally seconds, right? AI removed 80% of the work and you made every decision that actually matters. And then again, what do you charge? Around £1,500 potentially for a page, and then you can support them staying on top of it afterwards. Every business needs online presence, without question. Almost none of them have the one that turns visitors into customers consistently and accurately. And that gap potentially could be your next business. Idea 7 has the biggest long-term upside. Build your own tiny AI product. Forget the next billionaire pound app or crazy level thing. Solve one annoying problem for one type of person. Recruiters who are wasting hours having to reformat CVs. Accountants having to answer questions to the same clients in the same structure every single week. Agencies rebuilding the same report every single Friday. All you need to do is pick one. Build one small tool that kills it. And that's the whole product. AI has dropped the barrier through the floor. It writes the code, it explains the bugs, and then helps the prototype before you've actually even needed to learn the language. But the value was never about the actual code. The value is about spotting the problem worth £50 a month to make it disappear. And then you can charge a subscription around it. Even £30 a month across different users, again, it starts to stack up with real income and it runs while you sleep. Businesses don't care how clever the technology is, and you don't care how clever the technology is. They care whether Monday morning just got easier for them. If you remember one thing from this video, remember this. The future belongs to the AI generalist. For years, we were told how it needed to be about specializing. Become the best copywriter, the best designer, the best at one thing. Specialist knowledge still matters without question, but information is not as valuable anymore. But the money now goes to the person who can look at a whole business and use AI to create leverage in every single avenue. So stop asking what software should I learn and start asking what business problems can I solve. Can you improve sales? Can you automate onboarding? Can you fix their support? Because that is what businesses are actually going to buy. Not prompts, not ChatGPT, and not even Claude. They're buying the actual outcomes. One person quietly running 5 AI systems, making better decisions of doing repetitive work, that's a job about to be everywhere. And you can be one of the first people who's early to it. Right, so as promised, the 90-day plan that I would use to basically go into this type of structure, not only for your own business as well, but if you actually want to look at selling these tools. Week 1, rebuild your own worst admin task on Claude. The thing that you dread every single week. Automate it for yourself first. Week number 2, turn that into a reusable Claude project so you can run it again with one click. That's your first product, and that's potentially what you can use as your first customer as well. Week 3, do the same thing for one friend's businesses and watch their face when the boring job just suddenly vanishes off their plate. Week 4, ship one landing page free for a local business and then keep the portfolio piece for yourself to showcase. Now you've got proof. Month number 2, package it as one offer on one price and then message a local business, right? Not 50, 10, done properly, personalized outreach, and then you potentially got your first form of acquisition. Month number 3, land your first paying client or launch your first tiny product. It won't be perfect. It doesn't need to be, because every AI business starts the same way. It starts with a problem, into a solution, into a customer. If you want the shortcut, there's a free weekend AI starter pack in the description with the exact prompts that I would use within this video to basically build all of this. So that is your 7. Pick one and actually start this weekend, and then 2 things before you go. Next week, I'm going to be taking number 1, the AI workflow consultant, and then building the whole thing live, start to finish on a real business, so you can watch exactly where the money comes from. So if you subscribe now, that one's going to land in your inbox and you're not going to forget it, because trust me, you're going to want to see that one, because it's how you directly turn ideas into income. And then now the honest bit, guys. Everything that I've shown you today can absolutely build yourself without question. 7 businesses, 3 tools, 1 weekend. You can insert this into your own company as well. But if you're already running a business, turning over an alright amount of money, you're probably going to be in a spot where you probably don't have that much time on the side. You need these AI systems wired into your business that you've already got, working together as one central operating system instead of a pile of disconnected tools. And that's exactly why I've built Titan Code OS. And if we want to map out yours, there's a link in the description to book a call. And there's no pressure here. There is no pitch. Literally, I've created a system that will combine every single thing and every single moving part in your company that will literally tell you what decision you need to make next and create predictable growth like you have never seen before. So, right, go and start one of these 7 today, and I'll see you on the next video.